Okay, so this is my Reflow oven that I purchased on eBay. If you're watching this video, chances are you've already seen these on eBay, and you're probably wondering whether they're worth buying. So as you can probably notice already, I've done some modifications to this, and I'll explain why and what I've done in a minute. But at the meantime, this one actually did come with a couple of problems. So first of all, I'll just give you a little look of what I've done. I'll turn the unit around the back so we can see the back. Okay, so I've added an 120mm PC fan to the back of this. And I've also added an external temperature sensor, so you can plug this into a laptop and you can watch the curves of the temperatures on your laptop, so you can monitor them a bit better. So first of all, the fan in this that's built in automatically, it's basically built in just behind this. There's I think it's a 240 volt fan. When that used to kick in, it used to make an awful grinding noise. So it turned out that it just needed a good sanding, like on the inside where the magnets are of the fan. I did try and find a replacement fan, but it was really expensive, so I just repaired the one that was already in it, and it seems to be okay now. Also, a bit of oil. Put a bit of oil in the motor as well. That makes it run a bit quieter. What else was there? Temperatures. Now, I mean, I'll power this up in a minute and show you, but the temperatures are off. They're not accurate at all. I'd say it's somewhere around about 5 to 6 Celsius. Your unit might be fine, but this one was way out. And you can actually, I'll take this to bits and show you, but you can actually calibrate this yourself. So yeah, mine was out. So say like it was 50 Celsius in there, but actually it was around about 45. The real temperature was 45 Celsius, so that does make a big difference, especially when you're doing something like this. Also, this one came with like dust all over it, metal filings, from what I could see, so I'd give it a good clean. The seller actually did refund me some of my money on this, so all's good. I just did the repair jobs myself. Also here, this fan here, this takes air from the outside and blows it in, and this just keeps the inside of the unit nice and cool, so obviously the screen, the LCD screen and everything else doesn't get too hot. Now the original one was really loud, like stupidly loud, so I whipped that one out and got a replacement. I can't remember what size he is now. I'll put all the information in the description, but basically I just bought a new fan. This one runs a lot quieter, so I replaced that. Now with this unit, when you're doing a profile, the back here would get really hot. All this would get hot, so the best thing to do is to have some air blowing through the oven. It also helps the temperatures as well, like give even temperatures. So what I've basically done is just added this fan onto here, took all this to bits, and there's the fan inside here, and I basically took the bolts out and then just got some longer bolts and then bolted this PC fan to there. And this here, this controls the speed of this fan. So what I normally do is when I'm starting it, I'll have this spinning very slowly, which is just enough to blow some air in this oven, and it also blows out the bottom of the oven here. when it's on a flat surface. You can see there we go underneath there, so it blows a tiny bit of air out of here all the time, which helps to give a good spread of heat, because that's another problem with these. They tend to not give even areas of temperature. Now I've done that, this does. You could probably do some other modifications to the original fan that's in there, but I didn't want to mess around with that. This is, for me, this is the best way to do it. So I shall. What else have I done? I don't know if we can see, but you'll see there's two temperature sensors. Well, we can't see actually in there, but there's basically two temperature sensors. There's one there and one there that are hanging down. These temperature sensors are for this screen, and I've actually added one myself in the middle, hanging down. It's a K-type sensor. I've added that, and I've done the connections here. I'll just show you. There I've drilled a hole and added a connection there, so basically I can okay, so this device I've got, it's basically a K-type sensor where you can plug your sensor into there, and at the other side you can plug it into your computer, and this will basically be able to read the temperatures. Now what I've done is I've got a K-type connection here, and I basically wired it up. And on the other end of this, what we do is we just simply plug it into here like that. So just put it down a minute. There we go. So it's now plugged in. Then at the other end of this is this connection that I put on, and it goes into there like so. There we go. So it goes in there, comes down there, into this box, and then out of this box to a USB. Now we can plug this into your laptop, and we can also monitor the temperatures more accurately, and also you can record them. This is not really needed, really. I mean, this is what I wanted, so I thought I'd just do that. So I'll just I'll turn it on first and just show you how it all works, and then we'll open it up and show you what I've done inside. But also I will note on this, if you've done some googling about, you'll also hear about but basically sellotape's been left inside and it burns. This was also true for this, however, it didn't get hot enough to burn it on mine, but I did take it out and replaced it with Kapton tape. Again, I'll show you when we take it apart. So I just turn it on now. Okay, so I have the unit ready to turn on. You'll have to excuse the background mess, but I already have the unit attached, as we can see there. This is already attached to the laptop like so. So I'm just going to start the software now. There we go. Good thing about the software is you can actually set it up to set emails of the temperatures. So here we go. We've got a temperature 24 Celsius. So now I'll just turn the unit on. Okay. Now you can probably hear the fan slightly. You have to excuse me because I'm not. I haven't been playing around with this much yet. But what I'll do is I'll just basically show you. So with this fan on full, and that fan that I put on myself, that's full. You can sort of feel ever so slightly. You can feel underneath here now. The air being pushed out. That is what you want. Because like I say, it just helps with the movement. I can feel it now. Whereas before, originally, without this fan, there was no air moving. So I'll just quickly show you what I mean. Let me go on here. You can pick which waves you want. I think there's 8 waves in total on this. So look, Yep. That one actually seems to be the best one. I use that one a lot. You can also, if how do I go back? 3 maybe. Oh, yeah. So you can actually control this all manually if you wanted to. I think it's this one. No, it's not. Oh, let's cancel that. I have also changed these LEDs to blue. They were originally green, and these are 3-volt LEDs. What are they? Is it the 5mm LEDs? They're not neons, so you can change these with any 3-volt LEDs. They are okay to change. So let's just go on. So look into F2. There we go. Right. So as you can see, F1. And just, if I remember rightly, this should be the fan. No, yep, that's right. So that fan you can hear is the one that's built in. I'll just turn it off. So that's the 200 and I think it's 40-volt fan maybe. I do know it is a mains fan. So that's the one that kicks in and gets the temperature down really quick for you. This one here brings the temperature up. So I shall. So I should just do this now, and I'll want to show you. So the lamp's now on, and you'll see it's now rising, 29 Celsius, and we'll see on here it's 28. It's going up. The one on the laptop is 100% accurate. This one on here, I have calibrated this, but I haven't calibrated 100% because it was quite tricky. Again, I will show you how to do that later on when we open it up. But as you can see, the temperatures are rising there, 60, and there, look, 60, 61. Now it looks accurate here, but you'll find that this will start to go. It will start to wander as it gets hotter. It'll get inaccurate, but this one will always stay accurate. And as we can see by the graph, it's rising, and here. So now this will just keep rising because we're doing this manually. And what you can do is, if you can, the fan I've built in, you can alter the speed of the fan to blow more hot air out, to cool it down slightly, to do it slowly or more. Normally I just leave this set so it's just blowing a little bit out the bottom, but it helps. So we'll cancel this. We'll just show you there's the graph there. It's dipped a bit. That's where I speeded up that fan and then turned it up again. And there we go. So we'll just cancel that now, and we'll turn the fan that's built on. And now all the heat's blowing out underneath the unit, and you can see there it's now dropping. Again, this is a lot more accurate. I go by this now, and as you can see, temperatures are now dropping. Inside temperatures it's the room temperature. Here is in the middle of the oven, and there we go. We can see it. See, it's going down. So anyway, have I? Let's just turn this off. You are actually meant to just, when you're doing this, to just let the fan blow it out, let the unit cool down fully before you turn it off. Obviously, common sense tells you that, to let the unit fully cool down before you turn it off. So that's what I do. I'll just keep this fan going until it cools down. But I'll just turn it off for a minute so you can hear me. There we go. So is the oven any good? Well, for the price, yes. I paid £180 for this. obviously it had a few problems and you've got to do a few modifications, but it's the cheapest reflow oven you're going to get for that kind of money. Obviously I got a refund. I got about a £30 refund because of all the problems. If yours come with these same problems, you can ask your seller. If they're a good seller, then they should be happy to refund you, at least part refund you like they did to me. So yeah, we'll open it up and I will show you. I will show you what I've done inside. Maybe you could do them mods, or I mean, if I'm honest, I would probably have just put this at the back somewhere, because I had, like say, I set this to a certain speed and then I just leave it. I just set it so it's blowing only a little bit of air out the bottom. But like I say, you can alter it as well if you want to. If you want to just like, if you can see your boards in there soldering and you're like, oh, they're not actually, they need to be a bit longer, then you can speed the fan up and it'll keep the temperature from going up, you know, so you can keep it at like 200°C for a bit longer, and then you can turn the fan down and then the temperature will rise again. So it is handy having that there. But we'll open it up anyway and I'll show you what I've done inside. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you, if you want to open yours, just remove these screws here, like so. You no need to remove them. Okay, and now I'll show you how to open it up once you remove them. Okay, then you want to get a flathead screwdriver and just pop it into there. Give it a bit of a turn like so. It's a bit hard to do this with one hand, so but you basically push this whole unit, you pull this whole unit this way and then up. So I'll just do that now. Okay, so here we have the unit itself. There was basically some sort of tape on here. I removed that and replaced it with Kapton tape. This is just to stop this from shorting all the electronics out in there. So I'll just go through what I've done. This is a K-type sensor, but which I've added. This temperature sensor here and there are standard. This is what they come with. I added this one myself, and just sealed it. All I did is drilled a hole through there, popped the sensor. I can't show you the sensor hanging because we just can't get in there, but they're basically hanging underneath there. You can remove this tray. I'm not going to remove it now because there's a couple of screws underneath on the rails that you take out, and then this will come off. So I just did my own sensor there, and then I soldered it to this. I just drilled a hole, put a fitting through, put a bit of Kapton tape around that as well, just to make sure it didn't short out. All this silver stuff here is aluminium foil, like sticky back aluminium foil. The fans underneath here, the mains fan, you see the cable there going to the fan. This is the one that I had to take out and sand the internals, because it was making a lot of like a screeching noise. I would, if you can find one, a better quality one, I would recommend to just buy a new one, but they are expensive, so I just decided to try and repair it. So that's the temperature sensor that I added. In here you can see this is the back of the LCD. This is the fan that I replaced. You can see the details here. It is just a 12-volt PC fan. There we go. See if we can get a closer look. So the fan is connected by this. I've just spliced into it. This is just a very cheap PWM fan controller from China. And you can see underneath there, all this here is heat resistant glue that you can buy. I don't know if you can see in there, but that's basically the that I use to change the speed of the fan at the back of the unit. And this is the PWM fan controller. It's not the best. It really, I need something a bit better, but for now it'll be okay. And this is the main unit itself. Now to calibrate the temperature sensors, they are here, these two. So they've got a bit of glue on, you have to just pick off and then turn each one and measure it. That's how you calibrate it. This one here is the contrast to the LCD. I played around with that, and the contrast, they already had it spot on, so there's no need to mess around with that unless your contrast is really bad. Again, this is made in China, so they're all cheap caps, as you can see. What brand are they? They're Hungangs or something. Yeah, they're not the best. There are some bodge jobs on this as well. You can see here, they've obviously, someone's messed up when there was making these. As we can see, there's a couple of caps there that have been, here we go, some chips missing, but it's made in China, so you've got to respect that. Like this crystal there, it's not even on the board, look, properly. They've just, it's floating there in mid-air, and it's just been soldered at the side. Yeah, it's all bodged up, I'm afraid, but you can actually buy, there's a few people that actually sell upgraded kits for this, but I'm quite happy for what it's doing now. This is the relay here for the main heaters. We've got there's two heaters in this, two infrared ones there. These are the cables for them. Decent heatsink over there, which is nice to see. No heatsink for this one there. This is obviously where they used to upload the code for the chip. And there we go, that's about it. Like I say, these are just little 3 volt LEDs. No resistor was required because they have the resistors built in on here for the LEDs. So just get a 5mm LED of, that's it, even if you want to change the colour of them. For the screen, like so. So that's basically it. I just put Kapton tape over here. This is just to stop any of this touching any of that if it ever comes up. Kapton tape is it's not cheap, but it's worth buying. So I'll just put the unit back together again. So these are just some of the boards that I've reflowed in this oven, and this is my little Kickstarter project I've got going. This is actually why I bought this oven in the first place, because I had a few of these I needed to make, and it's done the job. Yeah, okay, the fan needed taking out and needed a good, sanding down. Yeah, I had to add another fan just to help move a bit of air around to move the heat to keep it keep the heat on the outsides, because some of these boards wouldn't solder properly in the corners. Now I can definitely confirm that. I mean, I've had this tray full of these with about that much space in between each of it. It's hard to see because I'm looking at it through the camera, but that I've had this all full and they've all soldered perfect. These are the connectors themselves are plastic and they didn't melt, and they've all soldered, as you can see there, all soldered fine. So yeah, I recommend it. I mean, you've got no choice because it's the only cheap reflow oven out there, unless you want to start going Arduino and getting a toaster oven and everything else. I mean, this is why I bought this, because I didn't want to mess around doing stuff like that. I haven't got the time, but it would be nice if someone out there. I mean, I'm not very good at programming or doing any codes for Arduino, but it would be nice if someone out there could maybe get the code off this and improve it slightly, share it for everyone, and but yeah, the oven's good. I mean, it's done its job. Yeah, you are going to get a bit of a smell, obviously, when you're reflowing, because it is flux and solder at the end of the day. But the oven, it's never let me down. The software, the programs itself works fine. when you push the buttons, sometimes there can be like a 2 to 3 second delay sometimes on certain, depending on whereabouts you are in the programs and the settings and stuff. But it's just one of them things. Again, that's only software related. If someone that knows how to write some code, they could get the code off this, I'm sure, and tweak it and improve all that, or get rid of it entirely. But it's definitely worth its money, and it's done more than its job for me. Don't know really what else to say. This is trying to make this a quick video because I haven't got time to make many good quality YouTube videos anymore. So that's about it. If anybody else here is going to buy one of these, or has got one now and has done some mods themselves or improved it in any way, please leave a message, a comment underneath, any links or anything, any information, or if you're doing a video of doing any mods to yours, let me know and I'll link it in my video, so everyone that's searching for any information on these, we can all get as much information as possible, and hopefully we can all end up getting a good oven out of it all. So that's about it. Over the times, if you leave any comments, because I will be using this again over the weeks, I've got some more stuff to do in them. I will post little updates in my comments just to let you guys know, how it's going. But I don't think I'll have any problems with this. It's been okay up to now. So there we go.